done out there. Once again, with the tutorials that they've already gotten from Alea, it just makes them so much more proficient out there on the battlefield. But sometimes things do go wrong. But when that pressure does kind of get turned up a little bit, what will happen to PV6? That's exactly what we want to find out. Are they mature enough to handle their stress on a level like this? We know Fortune's Esports, although they are a Frankenstein squad, they do have that experience.
Yeah, they're starting on the back foot here by not having the spawns, but they're going to be hopping inside of the hill here just to give a lot of pressure from Sage here at the start. And you can see Josh already extending out way towards the staircase to actually flip it for P2. So they're already thinking big picture, and we're just 30 seconds into P1.
It's going to be Marco with the CBR4, just hanging around behind the walls, not stepping onto the hard point at all. His job is to slay whoever that does dare take a peek at the hard point. But PV Sage is not looking like they want to rush into this at all. Slowly but surely, they're trying to get the slay from the higher floor of this manor before hopping on in. But this safe play just doesn't seem to be going their way at all, Cali.
Yeah, right now, the best way for them to actually get more points is actually settle for the next hard point rotation. And that's why they already have Corvin and Hyera setting up that Lambo for them to actually claim time, but there's only going to be 2 players there for now, and they have to win their island gunfights because we are already seeing Forces Esports trying to flood coming in from the checkers.
And it is going to be Forces Esports now holding on to the corner, but 2 players from the side of PV Sage. Beautiful defense, Barrow with a double. And the CBR4 continues to beam. Can he get the 4th as well? Flies away, plays the trophy perfectly. No grenade's going to take him out just yet. And the smoke, the perfect cover. And this guy continuously slaying as Corbin hops on in to back him up as well. Perfect hole. And PV Sage should be able to equalize here. Right after the takedown, one more. But Josh says no. He ends it. Hera attacks from the back, and still a heavily contested one. Both sides have an equal chance, Alex.
Yeah, I love the setup that we see here for Sage, right? Pyro played a big job in eliminating enemies from Forces Esports, and they managed to get a good hold off of this P2 rotation, and now they're going to be able to even it up, and even more, get actually the lead by the time we open P3, which we are actually seeing Forces starting on the right foot as they already have Josh going into the next hill. They actually eliminate Hera, and they're going to have the spawns for next, and they're going to be able to open up P3 with them inside the hill.
God spawns from the back. Special force of the Omo. Perfect investment. War Machine shuts down both the players who are in prime position to sneak that hard point away. But one more defender left. It's going to be player number 4. Chari with the CBR4. He backs away, but it's just in time for the rest of his team members to arrive as well. Josh brings out the gravity vortex. A couple of mistakes with those shots, and that's not going to cost them much at all as he stays alive, and the backstab is sprung from Ace-Key. Perfect play from Forces Esports.
Yeah, hits him with the pinch. That's how you do it and try to break these fences. You always have to go for the flank, but you can see PB with the kickback. They use their operating skills to try to melt the players inside of the hill, and they're going to be successful. They are able to bully out Forces Esports with the Sparrow, and they're going to be getting themselves a challenge in a contest here at P3.
Forces Esports showing that we can play at the game of early rotation as well, but is this a tad bit too early? 8 more seconds to go. Forces already on that rotation to secure this observation deck. PV Sage, on the other hand, slowly but surely clearing out player after player as they rotate through the lodge into mana to hit this observation deck with a pincer, and they arrive there just in time for the defense to meet them halfway through. The numbers are all equal. Josh with a double. Marco does trade him out, but the numbers of Forces Esports overwhelm PV Sage. One more survivor holds on to the hill. PV Sage just stop the bleeding, and they don't give it away to Forces. What a crazy play.
Yeah, big plays back-to-back here for Sage. They just go in there, contest. They just don't back away. They always go for the pressure, stopping Forces from getting a lot of time inside this P4 at the top half of this rocks. So far for Forces, they're looking to try to go for the contest here, but they will all fail as Sage finally gets a tighter setup inside of this hard point, only to be breaking away by Ace-Key, who came from the middle and gets a 2-piece.
I cannot believe PV Sage is already in front after the tremendous play, all thanks to Marco for surviving, and the players were just funneling through as they got that spawn out of docks, and now they take away all of the scraps from here as well. Forces Esports doing well on the gunfights at the start, but PV Sage just outsmarting them with the positioning as well as the supremacy when it comes to surviving out there on the battlefield. But as we hit that reset button back into P1, how will PV Sage handle the situation yet again?
I mean, so far they are staying inside of this hill. Forest Josh wins a good gunfight here at the open, and now he's going to be able to go for the flank here and take away some players holding off the point for the side of PV Sage. And Forest, I mean, no one's really contesting. Very uncharacteristic on what just happened at P1 hardpoint earlier, where they are able to claim most time.
And it is going to be an easy hold this time round for Marco. He is one of the craziest objective players that I've seen thus far, because the guy knows how to survive and knows how to play as well. But George shows up, instant shutdown for Esports. They are going to be met with retaliation. One more chance for the break before PV Sage has to be forced to rotate around. They are on the right side of the map, which is not going to be fine for the second hardpoint.
Now just take away those scrap time, right, for Forces Esports. Get that 10 seconds in. You already have the rotation. That's Josh going to be there early. And you have your teammates spawning on the left side off the map. And you're just going to have to win this gunfight for PV Sage. We're going to be coming on from the observation deck. And Josh making big plays at the best possible time.
Absolutely. Aski almost stepping up as well. All three players are absolutely annihilating PV Sage's players. But they haven't caught up just yet. PV Sage look like they're in a losing battle. And yet still here they are with the lead, but it's not too far now. As Forces Esports finally catches up, a couple of these operators being popped as well. And Kyra from afar, War Machine. This guy is absolutely insane, but is that going to be enough to open up this hill? He does manage to expand it all, and Ovo just sneaks out from the corner, shuts him down. Aski meets two, but the Sparrow comes out for Corin, who hits the double. PV Sage allow Forces Esports to catch up, and then kick them right back out.
And they gave away the first 30 seconds only for them to take away the lower half of the speed 2, but that soon would be taken away by the side of Forces, as their Lambo hold has been pretty peculiar so far. They have always kept away the trophy away from PV Sage, and that has managed to give them a lot of time here at this speed 2, and now they managed to take this lead. But you can see PV Sage once again going for an early rotation at P3, and Justin finding those double. That should open up that mid-map, and they should be able to flip those spots.
Great map awareness earlier from the side of Forces Esports to control Lambo, but now as we rotate over, a huge missed chance from the right-hand side attack out of the Special Forces base. They're taking a straightforward one, and depending on Omo and then War Machine to take the pincer maneuver. Omo just needs one more to shut down this play. The player number one holds it. Forsuits wins the hill right back, all thanks to Josh and his supremacy. Omo finally goes down. PV Sage can dream, but I think the majority of the points on the side of Forces Esports for the first 20 seconds is going to give them that boost. And now all 5 players are there for that perfect defense.
Nice stack here by PV Sage, though, but they will be flanked here by HQ, who makes the right read here at defenses, finds the triple, and they have managed to grow that lead even more, even taking away the scrap time while they bait PV Sage to get that scrap, and they settle for the next hardpoint rotation. They got the Lambo, which is the favorable spawn here, and that's just the keys to victory at taking this map away for PV Sage. Get the early rotation at P4 and score this money hill.
Beautiful plays from both teams out here. We're getting exactly what we wanted, a equal fight between Forsuits as well as PV Sage. This is just a all-out delight for all of us to enjoy. Observation deck, 3 players on the hole on the defense. Brings a maneuver from PV Sage yet again, but read perfectly from Aski and Josh. They shut that down instantly, and now this is where the map awareness comes in play once again, which Forsuits does have. They know the spawn is from Doc. They all need to just funnel all of the players into one tight corner, but here comes the operators as well. Players do go ahead to miss a couple of shots. Josh finally punished, but Marco tried to save the day with the throw as PV Sage try to get this hole, and Forsuits Esports deny the break.
Even despite the operator skills being invested by Sage, they are just bullied out of the way here at this P4. They're spawning by the Lambo. They have the favorable spawns, but you can see the smokes being used by Forest to cover their tracks, and they can settle for this close range engagement. Shari making the best play possible, and Forest Esports, despite the bad early game that they had, this late game has been pretty enormous. Aski, Josh, Amo, and Cherry, they have managed to create big plays individually, which helped this team create a big lead here by the time we open up the third set of hardpoint.
197 to 137. PV Sage now with a crazy hold that they are trying to attempt here in this first hill. It's just not going to work. It's too open. Forsuits Esports take the second floor of mana, wipe them out, hop back in, and only one player hitting that objective for the team thus far, and that's going to be Aski, and you know he can slay when he spots you. That Fennec rat-a-tat, a tad bit too fast. Players spawning from the back, and this is going to be the warehouse play from PV Sage. but they are now playing scrappy. Forsuits Esports have got their nerve already, Cali.
And they have perfectly warmed up. They're hot and they're just going in for eliminations. Take a look at the kill feed and take a look at the kills board for Forces Esports. Everybody has 30 bombs. Sage could not just get their acts together and plot these points and win their gunfights. And Forsuits has managed to chain these rotations from P2 to P4, even to P2 as well in the Lambos.
I think this is just a insane matchup that Forsuits is just using to launch themselves up to the top. PV Sage, if that maturity can kick in, if they can hold their nerves together, a comeback is still possible, but they need to find this trade, and they need every single kill. War Machine's gonna slow them down. In fact, it's gonna stop them hard in their tracks. PV Sage, War Machine does not connect, but Omo and the Growl will be able to get one. Justin with the Annihilator pops two. PV Sage, one more survivor goes down. PV Sage might have just lost a huge opportunity.
This is just the rotation that you have to win here. Gifted with the pinch play. You have to convert if you're Sage. But they are going to get turned down by a player inside, and that's going to be Josh. But finally, he gets dealt with, and Sage are inside. They're stacking the hill, and this is what you want. And there's a close quarter combat so that you can get the trades.
This is just an absolute no-go now for the team of PV Sage. And Forsuits Esports once again shut them down. 14 seconds to go. Claw investment from Baki. Players who do appear are just going to be biting the dust the moment they do spot him. 4 more seconds on play. The boss does come on through, but the defense is just way too good. Forsuits Esports, Frankenstein squad gets the win.
To do it in a way where everybody averaged 30 kills at least. It's just amazing to look at as